talking so much. Nigga, I had him on my fantasy team. This nigga to my boy Stefon Diggs, man. Salute to him. Fuck, I'm rocking with how he's getting down with it, because if rappers are gonna keep saying they're whores, I'm talking about female rappers, treat them like it. And for y'all other rappers who he's fucking y'all girl, if y'all have thoughts or doubts, hit me up. I'll confirm it to you. Okay, maybe for a price, because I'm not here to snitch on nobody's game. But I really don't give a fuck.
Hello, Barbara. This is Shirley. Yeah, busy. Yeah, that's your baby daddy, bitch. That's my baby dad too, girl. Well, what now? I don't fucking know. We'll figure it out, bitch.
What kind of team would you least like to date your sister?
Least I should date my sister, Diggs. 100%.
Why Diggs?
Because he's not a guy that you want to bring home to your parents. Like, you don't want your sister to bring him home to your parents, so therefore she can't date him.
Okay, check this out. Cardi B and Stefon Diggs have supposedly been together for nearly a year now, and word on the street is she's pregnant with his baby. On the outside, everything looks like a picture-perfect fairy tale. All glam, designer fits, and flashy moments. But behind that sparkle, it's sounding like pure chaos. DJ Akademiks just dropped some wild claims, saying Stefon allegedly can't keep his hands or anything else to himself. He's out here, according to Ak, moving reckless and linking up with all kinds of women, and not just the single ones either. He's allegedly messing around with other men's girlfriends in the industry. That's crazy. Imagine being pregnant and thinking you've locked down your man, only to hear whispers that he's still acting like he's single. Akademiks even went as far as saying Stefon's been with around 5 different industry girls. He didn't hold back. He called him Community D. Can you believe that? Ake even joked that other rappers could hit Stefon up just to check if their girls had a meeting with him.
You know why I'm a salute to Stefon Diggs? And I'm going to say this now. I might be corrected later, but I've been hearing a lot about him. I told you he's fucking like 5 other niggas' girls in the music industry. He's the definition of community handing that bitch out. You feel what I'm saying? Now, I want to salute to this man. I'm not trying to cop block at all. The reason why I'm saluting to him is that rappers are glorified tricks. You hear how Baby, even Future, I'm gonna buy you this, I'm gonna buy you titties, I'll buy you a purse, I'll buy you this. This real one. He ain't buying, and he's putting in stomach.
That's next level messy. And through all of this, Cardi B is still standing by his side, belly growing and all. It's like she's holding on tight, while Stefon's acting like he never agreed to be tied down. The wildest part? Akademiks said Stefon isn't even spoiling these women with gifts or money. No Birkin bags, no luxury cars, he's just doing it for the thrill. That's what makes it even more scandalous. When I heard that, I had to pause like, what? Because Ak isn't just hinting at cheating, he's saying Stefon's out here going after women who already belong to some of the biggest names in the game. Now that's a whole storm waiting to explode. That's not just bold, that's straight up dangerous. One wrong move, and Stefon could find himself tangled up in serious trouble with the wrong man, all while his girl is sitting at home pregnant. The streets are saying this could blow up fast if he keeps playing with fire like that. Akademiks didn't sugarcoat it either. He said rappers out here are dropping bags on their side chicks. We're talking designer purses, cars, first-class trips, the full VIP treatment. But Stefon? Nah, he's not even putting in that kind of effort. According to Ak, the most these women are getting is a couple of game tickets, and not even good ones. We're talking nosebleed seats in section 200, not courtside vibes. That's wild. And that's exactly why people are starting to believe this story has some truth to it. Because while the cheating rumors are flying, there's also a growing list of women claiming they're carrying or already have his kids. Let's break it down because it's getting messy. First up, there's Giselle. She had a baby girl back in April 2025 and has been loud about it, saying Stefon is the father. She even took things to court for a paternity test and child support. That case is still active, by the way. Do the math. If her baby was born in April, she probably got pregnant around July or August 2024. And here's where it gets spicy. That's right around the same time Cardi B was filing for divorce from Offset. So while the world thought Cardi was newly single and healing, Stefon was allegedly already sliding in. What a twist. And it doesn't stop there. It actually gets wilder. Word on the street is that Stefon and Cardi allegedly started messing around while she was still pregnant with her last baby, Blossom. That alone makes this whole timeline messy beyond belief. But hold up, because the story doesn't end there. It just keeps stacking layer after layer of drama. Apparently, another woman stepped into the picture, and she also gave birth to Stefon's child in 2025. Yep, another baby. While he was supposedly in a full-blown relationship with Cardi. You can't make this up. Then things really exploded when a video surfaced around September, right when Cardi dropped her album, Am I the Drama? The clip, which fans claim was recorded back in May, shows Stefon leaving a hospital carrying a baby car seat. People online are convinced that was him welcoming his newest child into the world. The internet had a field day with that one. And if that's not chaotic enough, there's even more tea. Word is another woman is currently pregnant, and not with just one baby, but twins. That's right, 2 more little ones allegedly on the way. And all this is happening while Cardi B herself just recently announced she's pregnant with his child. This situation is spiraling into a full-blown baby boom scandal. All right, let's break this madness down. Giselle's baby arrived in April 2025. Then there's another woman who gave birth the same year. Add in the rumored twins that are still on the way, plus Cardi B's own pregnancy. That's 4 women and 5 kids all connected to Stefon at once. And remember, he's supposedly in a committed relationship with Cardi. This whole situation is sounding like a full-blown soap opera. The math just isn't mathing. The receipts keep stacking higher and higher, and if all this checks out, that means Stefon might have fathered 5 babies in less than a year. And that's not even counting the kids he had before the chaos began. Let's not forget, he's got an 8-year-old daughter named Nova, plus another little one who's only about 1 or 2 years old. So if you add everything up, this man could be sitting on a total of 7 kids. 7! That's basically an entire basketball team with 1 player on standby. This is wild. But here's where it gets even messier. Akademiks didn't just say Stefon's out here with random women. Nah, he claimed Stefon's been creeping with other men's girlfriends inside the industry. So now everybody's wondering, could some of these baby mamas actually belong to those same big-name music dudes? That line Akademiks dropped about rappers being able to hit him up to check if their girl's been with Stefon. That speaks volumes. It hints at a whole secret circle of scandal behind the scenes. And just when you think it can't get any crazier, Ak doubled down again, saying Stefon doesn't even spend money on these women. Not a single bag, not a car, not even hush money. He's allegedly just out here collecting drama like it's a hobby. He's not exactly Mr. Generous out here. Most of these women barely get a few game tickets and a quick little meetup before Stefon's ghosting them like nothing ever happened. But with Cardi B, totally different energy. He's out here spoiling her with luxury gifts. We're talking top-tier watches, private castle rentals in France, and jetting across the world just to see her. That's not casual. That's obsession-level energy. He's clearly putting Cardi in a whole separate lane, treating her like she's the one, while the others are just passing moments. But here's the kicker. Cardi's not clueless. She knows about Stefon's reputation, the baby mamas, the pattern of messy behavior. She's not blind to it. And that's what makes it even sadder, because she literally just walked away from Offset for almost the same exact reasons. Years of cheating, lies, and public embarrassment. She finally cut ties to find peace. And now she's right back in another storm, just with a different name attached. Cardi once said her breakup with Offset had nothing to do with his cheating. But let's be honest, that's hard to believe. When you walk away from a messy love story, sometimes the first person who gives you attention feels like the real thing. But deep down, it's just leftover pain from your last heartbreak messing with your head. And now it's starting to look like Cardi might be caught in a full-blown deja vu situation. Same kind of heartbreak, just a new man with even more chaos swirling around him. When you jump from one broken heart straight into another pair of arms, you don't even notice that you're dragging all those old feelings with you. It's like history repeating itself in real time. It always feels like love in the moment, doesn't it? Everything seems perfect. The attention, the gifts, the passion. But give it some time and the truth always starts to creep through. Then you realize what was really going on underneath all that sparkle. And honestly, I can't help but wonder, is that exactly what Cardi B is living through right now? Because look at the situation. She's with a man who's allegedly juggling not one, not two, but 3 or even 4 different women at the same time. That's wild. Some of these women just gave birth, some are still pregnant, and all this mess is happening while Stefon's out here publicly claiming a relationship with one of the biggest rap superstars in the world. That's not just messy, that's flat out reckless. And here's the thing, Akademiks isn't the only one talking anymore. Multiple people are coming forward, and when you line up the rumors with the actual pregnancy timelines, the math starts to add up in a scary way. This isn't just gossip floating around online, there are receipts, photos, videos, and details that seem to tie Stefon to these women, and the timelines overlap in ways that are hard to ignore. It's almost like the puzzle pieces are falling into place one by one. And then there's that viral clip that still has people talking. When Stefon's own teammates were asked, which player on this team would you not want your sister dating? Nearly every single one said Stefon Diggs.
You least like to date your sister.
What the hell? Diggs.
Why Diggs?
Man, no. We're gonna leave it like that. No.
That's telling, right? When even the guys who share the same locker room are warning folks about you, that says a lot about your reputation.
What guy on this team would you least like to date your sister?
Oh, Stefon Diggs.
Why Diggs?
He's crazy. He's just outrageous. Don't know what he's gonna say. He just don't know what to expect every day. So he can date my sister.
That kind of talk doesn't just come out of nowhere. It comes from what they've seen. What makes this whole situation straight up explosive is how public it's gotten. Cardi B isn't just anyone. She's one of the biggest names in the entire music game, with millions of eyes on her every single day. Cameras follow her everywhere. Every move she makes turns into a headline. So for Stefon Diggs to allegedly be out here wildin', juggling multiple women, all while several are pregnant at the same time, it's almost like he doesn't even care that the spotlight's burning right on him. That's reckless energy, and that's what's got fans talking like crazy. Is Cardi really aware of everything that's happening? Or is she choosing to ignore the chaos because she wants this relationship to work so badly? People are seriously starting to question if she's in too deep emotionally to walk away. Stefon's always had that ladies' man reputation, long before Cardi came into the picture. Folks in the league and the industry already know his name stays floating around when it comes to women. And that viral clip of his teammates, the one where almost every single guy said they wouldn't want their sister dating him, that just adds fuel to the fire. It's like everyone close to him already knows he's not built for commitment. So how could Cardi not see all those red flags waving in front of her face? And when you start lining up the pregnancy timeline, it's jaw-dropping. One woman giving birth in April, another just months later, twins supposedly on the way, and then Cardi announcing her own pregnancy right in the middle of it all. None of this is spaced out. It's overlapping like crazy. It's starting to look like Stefon's living a double life, maybe even a triple one. Here's the part nobody really wants to say out loud. If Akademiks is actually telling the truth about Stefon being involved with other men's girlfriends in the industry, then this mess doesn't just stay between him and Cardi B. That kind of drama opens up a whole new level of chaos. We're talking potential beef with powerful rappers, artists, and even athletes who don't play about their women. This isn't just messy anymore, it's dangerous. Now Cardi's stuck in the middle of all this madness. On one hand, she's getting the luxury trips, the designer gifts, the castles, the private jets, all the things that show Stefon's trying to prove he's serious about her. But on the other hand, the receipts are stacking higher by the day. He's allegedly building families left and right, like he's living 2 completely different lives. It's giving double agent energy. Superstar boyfriend to Cardi B in public, and behind the scenes, a full-blown playboy moving through the industry like it's his personal playground. And that's where things get real, because how long can he keep juggling all this before it blows up in his face? The internet's watching everything, and every new detail that drops just makes this story look messier and more real. So here's the big question. Do you believe Akademiks is telling the truth, or do you think he's just out here stirring the pot for views? And even deeper, should Cardi B really keep standing by her man when there are all these rumors, receipts, and overlapping baby mamas circling like storm clouds? Because let's be real, the way this is shaping up, Stefon Diggs is playing a dangerous game, and the internet's got front row seats to watch it all unravel. Honestly, I'm leaning toward believing Akademiks on this one. It's just too detailed to ignore. Akademiks has been way too specific with the names, timelines, and details for this to just be gossip. And the wildest part is, some of these pregnancies line up perfectly with what he's been saying. That makes it almost impossible to brush off as just internet chatter. The real question now is, how much more is about to come out? Because if this many women are already being linked to Stefon, you just know there could be more stories waiting to explode. Cardi's in a tough, almost impossible position right now. She's one of the biggest stars on the planet, and every single thing she does plays out under a microscope for the whole world to see. If she decides to ignore the drama, people are gonna call her naive. But if she walks away, it becomes yet another public breakup tied to infidelity. And that's the last thing she needs attached to her name again. No matter what choice she makes, her reputation's on the line, and Stefon's messy behavior is dragging her into a storm she never asked for. So what do you think? Should Cardi ride it out and hope Stefon finally cleans up his act? Or should she cut ties before this chaos gets even worse? Do you believe Stefon's ever gonna change? Or is he just gonna keep stacking drama and baby mamas like trophies? This situation is beyond messy, and I need to hear what you think about it in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more of this jaw-dropping celebrity drama. And make sure you check out the next video popping up on your screen, because trust me, it's even wilder than this one. See you on the next one.